Hello students, now we will discuss about how the natural resources are getting decreased by improper utilization and improper maintenance by human activities. That is explained under heading degradation by improper resource utilization and maintenance. What does it mean? It means that natural resources are getting decreased or depleted not only by the pollutants but also due to human activities. For example, human beings are cutting the forests for timber, firewood, etc. and for their residence, etc. So that what happens? Deforestation is increased. When deforestation is increased, then floods will be more. Means forests are stopping the heavy water or flood water which is present on other side from coming to either side, means to the opposite side. But when the deforestation happens, then water in the form of floods will be moved from one direction to other direction, and so that what happens? Soil erosion occurs. When soil erosion occurs, then mineralization of the soil will be less at one place and it will be more and leads to salinity at other place, means where water is locked. So all these are explained under degradation by improper resource utilization and maintenance. So what does it mean? It means natural resources are being damaged not only by pollutants but also by human activities. So, some of the examples are given for these damaged natural resources. So, first we can explain deforestation. Next, overcultivation. Next is soil erosion. Next, poor irrigation practices. And also over or unrestricted grazing by the cattle. All these types of means damaging processes are responsible for formation of arid patches of the land or on the land surfaces. What is meant by arid patches? It means that somewhere you might have seen the soil is broken into pieces like, for suppose if you take, this is some area of a land, there will be cracks in the soils like this. So these are not meant for agriculture, means that soil has got unfit for agriculture purpose. Such areas are called as arid patches. All these leads to formation of arid patches of land. Next, if this is not controlled or if this is not remodified or the damage is not repaired, then the next situation will be desertification. This desertification can also not only be due to all these factors, but it can also be due to increased population and increased urbanization. So it leads to formation of large barrens of patches that forms into desert. So desertification means formation of desert. It can be due to increased urbanization, And this desertification leads to formation of large barrens of patches of land into deserts. Now, what is meant by large barren patches? For suppose, if this is an area of land, normally there only initially there are huge, means many number of trees. It is just like grasslands. But in course of evolution, because of human activities, all the plants are removed from there. Then lightly some grass will be growing on here and there. Now, because of continuous deforestation and removal of the plants there, then in that area what happens? The grass will be grown in less number and some patches like areas will be formed like this. Means we can consider this black color dots, these structures as grass. But in the middle area, which is empty and white in color, there even in future also no plants will be grown there. It is not that a part of the soil is not fit for growing of plants. Means it is completely converted into desert-like place where water is not locked. Means water is not stagnant there. Immediately this place, when it is increased, when all the patches are joined, then it will be converted into desert in course of evolution if there was continuous deforestation, removal of the plants, and increase if human beings are utilizing that area also as for their residence purpose. So these are called as barrens. You can Google it, the large barrens of patches into deserts, and you can see arid patches means the soil will be there, but during certain season the soil will be broken into cracks, like many cracks will be there, and water will not be remained even for a while, so that small shrubs, herbs also will be grown during rainy season, but immediately they will be dead off. So this is the difference between arid patches and large barrens of patches which are converted into deserts. So what is solution of all these factors that are leading into soil erosion, deforestation, desertification, etc.? Only solution is reforestation. Only solution is reforestation. So how reforestation can be done? Reforestation can be done by planting the plants. And leaving that area for natural recovery from all these disasters. And giving sufficient time for recovery. That is only the solution to come over or to cross over all these factors, and again converting the soil into good, fertile, agricultural, suitable lands. Other reason is water logging and soil salinity formation. When proper drainage system is not there, then what happens? Water will be logged in one particular area. That leads to accumulation of minerals more and more in that particular area, which will be leading to salinity or salt nature of the soil. In such areas where mineralization is very high, that is termed as salinity now, their plants will not be grown. You can have one proof. When in an open area, some grass is growing, just sprinkle salt water. Then what happens? All the grass which are prone to that salt water will be dried off. So it means that when soil's salinity is caused, then plants will not be grown. This is also one of the reasons that we are not utilizing the natural resources in a proper way. So without proper drainage system, water accumulation occurs, leads to salt more mineral accumulation in that part or in that area called as salinity of that soil. Now, when this salinity is caused in that particular soil area, then what happens? That soil, when during the rainy season, it will be moved to the bottom layers of the earth. We know that plant roots are present in the innermost surfaces of the earth. When this salt reaches the roots, then the roots will not show more and more diffusion process. Diffusion occurs to some extent to absorb the required nutrients and water. But when this mineralization is more and more, then roots will not does the diffusion process, and roots cannot absorb the nutrients, so that the total plant will be dead. Salinity, when reached, the roots of plants, then total plant will be dead. It means that plants cannot grow in salty soil. So here we have seen two reasons: waterlogging and soil salinity. We can say that when these two factors are causing the death of the plant or non-growth of the plant, this can be one of the reasons for the awakening of green revolution. What is green revolution? Production of more and more plants by using some pesticides, insecticides, etc. to protect the increasing human population. So these both factors can be considered as one of the reasons for the awakening of green revolution.